few years ago, my dad gave me this painting for my birthday. And this year, I thought it'd be nice to do the exact same painting my father painted and give it back to him. So in this video, what I'm basically going to do is recreate the exact same painting as much as I can, replicate it, and then give it as a gift to him when I visit him for the holidays. Now, you may be thinking, how the hell did I come up with this idea? Well, I'll tell you what, I was walking across, I was just walking, and I found this antique shop, so I went in, and before I knew it, I was looking and I found a stone sculpture of a father penguin with a baby penguin, which was exactly what my father painted me. And I was like, what the hell? So this helped me remind me of that painting. And I thought about it. I was like, why not paint the exact same thing and give it back to him? So this cost me 18 pounds, which is not too bad. And then I spent around 50 pounds for the whole setup for the art materials, canvas plus paint and brushes. So overall, that comes to a cost of 68 pounds around. I can do math, don't worry. All right, let's get into it, shall we? All right, so my first step is preparing a canvas, also what you call the painting of underpainting, the process of underpainting. So what you can see here is I just created my frame, basically where I'm going to place my subjects, the top, bottom, left, and right. And now I'm just going in and cutting or painting the overall shape of the two penguins combined. Now at this point, I'm still looking at the father penguin and the baby penguin as one object. This will make it easier to pinpoint the overall subject and the dimensions and not really worrying about the details. And now since I got all of that in, now I can start carving into the details of the shape of the father penguin, where the beak is, the belly, and moving on to the baby penguin. Now it's okay to make mistakes at this point. I'm just being really rough with my lines there, and just kind of eyeballing the positions there every now and then. And I will always go back and fix it more when I'm coloring it in. At this point in the stage, when I'm actually getting the details in, the shapes in, I'm trying to focus on getting the dimensions right as well. So using the brush to measure. Using the burnt sienna, I'm going in for the dark tones, and this helps me understand where the darkest areas are. Now adding some white, I'm moving on into adding into the medium tones. And moving on to the baby penguin, I'm going to repeat the same process, starting with the dark areas and then moving on to medium tones. Moving on to the background, I'm also using the same process here, putting in the darkest areas and comparing that color to the penguin, and it's around the same darkness. And as the canvas stretches out, it becomes darker, the sky, so we're doing that as well. Now, lay out all the colors I'm going to need for the whole painting. Start with some blue and some black and some brown. I'm going to start with the sky, and we're laying in what I see is the darkest area first, and then slowly working our way into the light areas as we get closer to the penguin. At this point, I want to use a really big brush just to get the overall shapes in and the color in. I'm not really focused on the specific colors I want to use right now. I'm just kind of blocking the general colors I want to use in and just getting the feel for it first.
Day 2.
Alright, it's day 2. I took the afternoon off. Starting pretty late today. It is 3:07 p.m. right now. And this is what we have so far. I'm gonna work on the penguin now. the background is pretty much all done. I'll go over it one last time before I finish, but right now it's looking really great. So now we're gonna take some brown, blue, and black and then put it in the darkest areas of the father penguin. The camera right now, I don't know why it's showing most of the brown. It's like really red, so it's realistically it's a bit more blue on the canvas. Now layering over that is the gray medium tones area, so I'm using some gray there, also mixing it with some blue there because of how blue is reflected from the sky. It'll be reflected onto the skin, so it's important to have blue into most of all the colors you're mixing in for the penguin. And as I kind of covered the dark areas, I'm just going back over it again so I can get that tones in. And moving on to the head, it's some really dark and bold tones there, so I'm just really I'm comparing and contrasting the different body parts with different colors, and this is the darkest area, which basically is pure black. I'm also trying to remind myself not to always just use pure black, as pure black doesn't actually exist in real life. So to make it realistic, I'm always mixing in a bit of brown, maybe a bit of blue as well, to give it a bit more complexity. Alright, that's all the time I have for today. Only did like a 40-minute paint session, 30 minutes. I do have to go to this job interview right now, but so far this is what we have. I just blocked in the colors for the father penguin, and I'll see what time we get back today. Going to a birthday party as well after my interview, so I'll probably have to pick this up tomorrow. But yeah, see you guys.
Day 3.
Alright, this is day 3. Last time I didn't do much, only like a 30-minute break. Recently I've been kind of taking the time off and relaxing with friends, but so far this is what we have. We did most of the dark areas for our father penguin, and we started doing the gray areas here. We'll continue doing that for the belly, move on to the light areas, and then we'll move on to the small penguin, and finally the snow. Alright, this is day 3. Let's get it. Alright, so moving on, we're gonna take some red, take some blue, and really get that mix, and we get this lovely purple. And looking at the reference photos, purple in my father's painting, so that's why I'm adding this purple into the darkest area here too. And I'm guessing that's also a reflection from the sky. And I'm really sorry about this fucking camera trying to do autofocus and just focus on my hand this whole time, but it's a bit blurry. But right now I'm working on the fin. Is it called a fin? A wing? I don't know what you call it. A wing, hand, arm, whatever you call it. It's also a lot of reflections there, a lot of blue. And now moving on to the baby penguin, we're gonna stop the belly, get that white in there. I'm jumping back into the neck for the father penguin, adding some brown there and adding some texture as to symbolize the fur. And that is the yellow part from, the penguin. And of course my camera goes blurry again. Alright, this is the final day. I've not been working that much recently, so let's try to finish it yesterday technically, but I didn't end up finishing it. But today I'm confident I'm gonna finish it for real this time. And there's not much left to do. This is what we have so far. Yesterday I worked on the first layer of the snow here. I'm gonna do another layer maybe today to make it a bit brighter and white, because it is really dark right now. And then I'm gonna continue working on the penguin, get some more details in, for example, get the eyes in here too, and also there's like a bit of a gap here where you can see my underpainting, so we're gonna fix that up. And some spots like here just need some fixing up too, and up there, so I'm gonna do that. And then at the end, I'm gonna add some white stripes that go around the sky. So, but overall, it's looking pretty nice. And let's get on with it. I'm gonna attempt to do a clone shot. Yes, you heard me right. I attempted to do a clone shot, and this was not a very good attempt. I mean, it's cool, but you can definitely see that there's a line that cuts on my arm. So let's just go back to this original edit. Alright, now zooming in real close, we're getting into the eye. You can see that I was very nervous as I'm moving extremely slowly here. I'm using brown to just get the oval shape in first. And now is a grid. Wow, cool editing. Anyways, okay, now it's over. I didn't get much to say there. Anyways, moving on. I'm moving on into the beak right now, and I'm just kind of like redefining the color, making it more accurate to the reference photo, making it brighter, and also redefining the shape at the same time. Oh, I did another clone shot. This one's cooler. Although it moves a bit because the camera isn't like completely secure, so that's why it keeps it moving. But I gotta say that was pretty cool. Alright. I just took a break. It is like 5 right now. Around 5:47. I'm gonna continue. I want to finish this in, let's say, 1 to 2 hours. Future Andy here. I know I said I was supposed to spend 1 to 2 more hours, but guess what? I spent more like 4 hours. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Oh my fucking god. Yeah. I have horrible timing skills and I need a break. This project's never gonna end. Alright, bye. Alright, let's get back. I'm just gonna fix up the underpainting here. You can see my underpainting, so we're gonna go back into the sky and fix that line up. So satisfying. Now I'm just kind of spreading it out so it looks more like it was mixed into the background and not just like on there. And now going back to the penguin, I'm just fixing whatever you call this, the stripe, the pattern, because I realized it was too thin. So I'm just going back over it. And another clone shot. We're getting better at this. I don't know why the colors are different, but it's, you know, I'm happy with this one. Anyways, I decided to stamp my brush everywhere to get that kind of texture for the feather. And I think it turned out pretty well. Although I feel like my father did it better than me, and you know, it was a good attempt. And yes, I sped up because Lord, it was taking long. It's like times 1,000 speed. I'm not even kidding right now. And this one was a times 1,000 speed. Yep, it was a long time. I was just poking dots at the fucking canvas. It was worth it though. It looks really cool. You gotta say, right? And now some zoomed in detail shots with the camera not even focusing on my hand. But you know what? Just look at a baby penguin. It's so cute. Alright, I'm just redefining the outline of the back of the father penguin here because it was kind of getting blurry there as I was poking dots at it. So I'm just going back over it. And now I'm just going to fix up the space between the beak of the baby penguin. As you can see, the brown was one on the painting, so I'm just filling the sky again. This was really hard because I had to find the exact same color from the sky, which I didn't manage to do completely. And you'll see me have to like change the whole color of the sky later, which is a bummer. But you gotta do it, right? Alright, now taking that big brush, we're just gonna go and make that snow a bit wider. Because I don't know what happened in the first one, but it was very dark. And we want this to be a happy painting, right? So now I'm just kind of blending in the snow of the horizon. Almost there, folks. Bear with me, guys. Look at that beautiful white though, titanium white. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. That's the end of the journey. It's been a long one. This one took quite a while, a lot of effort. This one, as I said before, is really personal as I wanted to recreate my dad's painting that he did for me when I was around 8 years old. So let me know how I did. Here's the two side by side and put in the comments how I did, yeah? And I'll see you next time. See ya.